Okay, so if you've been deadlifting for a while, no, not even. If you've been powerlifting for a while, you may know the term sumo deadlifts. And basically what a sumo deadlift is you legs are kind of wider and you basically lower the range of motion when you're doing a lift, basically making the deadlift a little bit easier and also increasing your weight depending on your body. So powerlifting specifically is still a relatively pretty new sport, and so there's not a lot of, you know, like equipment out there for it, especially when it comes to sumo deadlift. But that right there is what we're gonna be talking about today, is that Notorious Lift has been basically leading the industry for the sport of powerlifting on the shoe wear for specifically the deadlift and the sumo deadlift. So in my opinion, they are probably the best to do these types of footwear right now. Another company that does this is probably A7, but I like Notorious Lift a little bit better just because they look a little bit nicer and I feel like they're just a little bit more specific to the sport of powerlifting and deadlifting. So these are the shoes right here, or I should say slippers, and this is what it kind of looks like. 2 straps, has a lot of grip on the bottom here, very minimal, low to the ground. Insole can come out, and that's pretty much it. That's all there is to these shoes. So some things that I really like about this shoe is the fact that it looks pretty nice. It has 2 straps. I always love straps on my shoes. They're very low to the ground, which makes the range of motion even lower, and you get really good feel when you are pressing the ground with your feet. If you can notice really quickly on the side right here, there's a little lip on the pinky side of your toe, which is pinky side of your toe. The side of your anyways, you know what I'm trying to say. Right here on the side, it's right where your pinky toe is, and that's really good for sumo deadlifts just because it can really help you hold your foot in when you are pressing against the shoe. And something that they didn't have in the earlier version of their deadlift slippers was that little part right there, that little lip. So here you can see that there's a very small lip, but on the new gen or the sumo deadlifts, there's a much bigger lip right there, and I find that really helps with my sumo deadlifts. Now honestly, there's not too much to say about this besides the fit. If you have previously owned the Notorious Lift slippers, the very first ones, the ones that I'm holding right here, I would actually go with the exact same size. These fit a little bit smaller in my opinion, just because the toe box is a little bit tighter, just because it's trying to basically hold your toes in when you're pressing against the side, so you do feel a bit more hugged right here. But they're both like sock liner shoes, so they're very easy to wear, very easy to slip on, which is what I call slippers. And yeah, I would just go with your true to size, or even go half size down if you need to. They go by European sizing, I believe, so you can definitely leave a comment down below on their Instagram. I'll link it right here, and they'll easily respond to you in time if you have more questions about sizing, or you can let me know as well. I can quickly direct you and tell you what you need for sizing. So to be honest, are these shoes a necessary purchase? I'm gonna say yes and no, and here's why. One second. So these are my Vince Van Gogh shoes right here. These are Vans, and I've been deadlifting these for a long time and squatting in them way before I had the Sumo Gen 1 lifters, or Sumo Gen, whatever, the Notorious lift slippers. And I always felt like these were pretty low to the ground, and they did a great job holding me in as well. And these are like $65 or whatever. And for the casual lifter, I think Vans are probably good enough for you. Even Converse will do a really good job for you when you're deadlifting. Anything that basically doesn't have a lot of squish, a lot of compression in this shoe, and it's something that's low to the ground, so Converse and Vans are great options. However, if you are a powerlifter and you just love powerlifting and you need the best of the best, then you probably might want to go for these, especially if you're a sumo deadlifter. I think they're great. I just don't know if I would buy another pair. They're pretty expensive, more expensive than a pair of Vans, and I literally only wear them for deadlifting pretty much once a week. I mean, of course, some really good things about the shoe is the lib, brings you back in, prevents your toe from rolling over. You have 2 straps to secure you in, easy to slip on, and once you have these, it's kind of like a status symbol. Like you're sick. Like you clearly powerlift if you own a pair of these. So if those are some things that you really are into, then you know, definitely go for it. I mean, I do recommend these are great, but I just don't know if they're like a necessary purchase, especially if you own the original Notorious lift slippers. I mean, really, what's not to like about the slippers? They're great, just I think the price point is a little high in my opinion, but they're still a great product. All in all, these shoes are probably goated for deadlifting. All the best deadlifters, all the best powerlifters always have these from what I've seen. And again, I love the look of the shoe. I love what the shoe is meant for. They're pretty cool, they're easy, comfortable. My only gripe is, again, the price, and also you pretty much only wear these for deadlifting and benching, so it's a big price tag to pay when you're just doing those two movements. Benching, just because the grip's so good, so when you're using leg drive, you don't really slip. Anyways, I want to keep that nice and short. Definitely check out their Instagram. I linked it before, but I'll link it again. And that's pretty much it on these. They're not much to review. They're just easy to wear. They're low to the ground, secure your foot, prevents pinky rollover when you're doing a sumo deadlift. So all those things, if you love those, make sure you get these. If you have the original Notorious slippers, you probably don't need to upgrade. If you're just a casual lifter, you're probably cool with a pair of Converse and a pair of Vans. You don't really need to invest in them. If you have any other questions, leave them down in the comment. Still a small channel, but the growth is accelerating. Really appreciate all the support. You guys know who you are. You guys are always leaving me comments down there. Arno, Drip, Shameless, all those kind of people, my friends. Thank you so much. Anyways, guys, I appreciate it. And I was thinking, what would you guys be interested if I post daily or weekly videos of my progress on my lifts? Let me know. Anyways, thanks a lot. Catch you guys later. Oh, and make sure you subscribe if you like the content or you just like my vibe. Later.